What if, instead of viewing people, situations, happenings in the world, instead of viewing them as evil, you began to make a switch to view things as maybe pure in their essence, but just misguided in their direction? Today I want to share a little story about a really beautiful experience that I had with cacao during a meditation, and hoping that it will bring some more empowerment in how you view the world so that you can navigate the life with a little more sovereignty and agency in how you move through life. My name is Natalie with the Wild Nature Channel. My channel here is all about providing empowering perspectives, practices, experiences to begin to peel back the layers of untruths that have shrouded us so that we can come back into the essence of who we really are and who we came here to be. And today I want to drop you into a story. So if you feel called, you can close your eyes and just receive this beautiful visionary experience that cacao took me on. So I sipped upon cacao, and during my morning meditation, I had the question for her, who are you? What are you here for? So as I go into this beautiful journey with my drum and intention to go into the space to ask her this question, I'm guided by the feet of an indigenous man. And all I can see are the feet and the embellishments, the little shaker pieces around the feet. And I'm guided into this really beautiful village that feels full of love. And the first face that I see is this elder woman, really beautiful, welcoming me in, opening her arms to me. And it felt like a welcoming home. And then she takes me by the hand and she guides me deeper into the jungle. And as we go deeper into the jungle, we approach this really beautiful, grand tree. And this tree has a door, a portal. And in this door, I'm guided down into the lower realms. So I enter into this tree. I go down the spiraling staircase down into the lower realms, and as I emerge from the lower realms, I'm in this beautiful avatar-like world. It's nighttime in the space, and there's bioluminescent lines, and everything lights up with this really beautiful luminous energy. And I see in the distance this beautiful glowing aura. So I feel the pull to go to this beautiful glow in the distance, feeling my soul being drawn into the space. And as I approach, I see a beautiful cacao tree. And she's got this bright, luminous aura around her of protection. And I ask her to enter, and she allows me. And as I enter into the space, I sit down at the root with my back up against her trunk. And as I do, she bends down one of her branches to drop a cacao pod, the fruit of cacao, into my hands. It's a really beautiful, grand pod. And it cracks itself open in my hands, and I'm looking at it, and it's just got this nectar coating the inside. And this nectar is just dripped with these beautiful light codes. And of course, my first inclination, being who I am, I put my face in it and I take a big lick, taking in all those light codes, taking in all that nectar that she has to provide. And as I sit there enjoying this nectar, I can feel and sense something pushing up upon the periphery of this experience. And I look behind me with my awareness and I see what I termed the bubble of industry. And it's just this little look in space and time, like a dimension opened up to where I could view something that maybe wasn't present there in the realm, but was somewhere out there and was pushing itself up against the aura of cacao. And I look into this bubble and I see what I call misguided masses. Very robotic. They have these bright red eyes, and I'm hearing the breaking of ground and these high-rise buildings just shooting up left and right and all around. And I can see and sense and feel this intention of these misguided masses, this greed, this energy of wanting to destroy, to build, to create, and destroy nature. And I see them coming after Mama Cacao, and kind of check in with her, like, hey, are you okay? What do we do? Like, do we get up and fight? And she has this beautiful calm about her. There's this loving presence. And she says, no, there's no need to fight. I'm curious as to what to do. How do we shift this? How do we make things right? And with the most beautiful care and beautiful subtlety, she takes a little bit of that drip of nectar with the light codes and just one drop, blink, right into that bubble of industry. And I watch this drop just slowly settle. And as it does, it touches the third eye of all of these misguided masses. And this ripple effect takes place. I watch that drop that hits the third eye of these masses drop down, connecting head to heart. And as it reaches the heart, there's this cooling effect that takes place. And as it does, I witness all of the eyes turn from red to blue. And these misguided masses, they wake up. They understand that their approach is not correct. That maybe their intention beneath the approach is pure. But they realize they're going about it all the wrong way. That they've been lost. And it was just with this beautiful, gentle, loving care that she came into this space. And it wasn't a fight. It wasn't a battle. It was coming from the space of this deep understanding of love and acceptance. And so the message that I received from this is that when we're met in the world with things that we view as corrupt, as life is happening to me, all of these things are happening to me, everything in the world is just going downhill, spiraling. This party's wrong, that party's wrong. This person has the wrong idea. This person's evil. I can't believe they're doing this. When we're caught up in that story, we don't understand what the root that all of us share is. That every single person around is a reflection of us, of who we are. And Dr. Richard Swartz, the founder of Internal Family Systems, he has a book called No Bad Parts. And I really loved his perspective where he said there are no bad parts, there are only misguided roles that we place those parts in. And imagine if we took this shift of perspective out into the world. We were not only able to meet the world in this way of a deeper understanding, but we're able to meet ourselves first. Where have we even been misguided? Where have we unknowingly done harm in the world? Does that make us bad? Does that make us evil? No. We just simply had misguided approaches. And it brings in this really deep element of forgiveness, which is what I believe love has at its core. The ability to forgive, because it understands that there's no inherent evil, that everything just is. That people make mistakes, people fall under the influence of a certain way of being, a certain way of thinking, certain conditioning. And they think at the root of everything that they are doing the right thing, but they may just be misguided, just missing the mark just a little bit. And I spoke about this in my last video of the loving witness, and how we can use this approach to find harmony, not just in our personal lives, but in the world at large. And Cacao just really deepened this experience of what the loving witness is. She did not fight. She did not defend. She did not get up in arms about it. But she understood there is a different approach, a gentle approach that can be taken. And, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is just one way to look at things. I invite you to see how it feels. Instead of looking at people as inherently evil or putting a label on them, seeking to understand, approaching with a space of love and maybe seeing, oh, there's a part of them that is just a little misguided. This brings us more compassion in that space. And with compassion, when we can enter in spaces with a space of compassion and actually listen to people, sometimes all that's needed is people just want to be heard. And through that hearing, through that listening, through that compassion, things begin to transform. Harmony takes place because we get to the root and understand that we're not all that different. We all want what's best. So I invite you to see how this feels. Go into this journey of seeking to understand, shifting perspectives when you get caught up in story around the people, situations, both in your personal life and in the world at large. And see what that has to teach you when you begin to shift perspectives. When you seek to understand, you may just receive messages you didn't know were there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this story, this beautiful weaving of my dear, dear friend Cacao that I have been working with for so many years and has taught me so many things. And this is just one of the many lessons of love and how we can approach life with love to alchemize the world around us through first alchemizing our perspectives and the way we view the world. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share with anyone that you think would be interested, that may need to hear this message, go on this journey, and comment if this resonated with you or if there's anything you're taking away. And of course, as always, subscribe to this channel for more empowering content, perspective shifts, practices. And I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching.